Okay, let's dive into this explainer. Look, if you own property in Comal County, you already know that dealing with property taxes can feel like a totally stressful, time-consuming chore. Nobody wants to be stuck in a never-ending queue at the tax office, right? Well, today we're going to simplify your life. We're breaking down exactly how you can handle this essential civic duty securely, efficiently, and entirely online.
Now get a load of this number because it's wild. If you miss your payment deadlines, your tax bill can literally inflate by an astonishing 47.6% by December of the following year. According to the 2026 Texas Property Tax Penalty and Interest Chart, the absolute second you're late, penalties and interest just start snowballing. By summer, steep attorney collection fees usually kick in, taking your standard bill and jacking it up by thousands of dollars. It gets really expensive really quickly.
So, are you ready to avoid that costly mistake? We are absolutely going to rescue you from those massive late fees by showing you exactly how to execute your online payment without a hitch. Whether you're a brand new homeowner in New Braunfels or a seasoned investor out in Canyon Lake, mastering this digital system is going to save you time, money, and honestly, a whole lot of headaches.
All right, here's our roadmap for today. We've got 5 quick sections. First, understanding Comal taxes. Second, preparation. Third, a step-by-step payment guide. Fourth, tips for smooth transactions. And we'll wrap up with a quick conclusion.
Let's jump into Section 1, Understanding Comal Taxes and Knowing Who Does What. You really need to separate these two entities in your mind. The Comal Appraisal District, or CAD, is strictly responsible for valuing your property, administering exemptions, and handling protests. They don't actually collect a single dime of your taxes. On the flip side, the Comal County Tax Office, led by Tax Assessor Collector Stuart Hansman, is the office that actually bills you, collects your money, and disperses it. If you accidentally send your payment to the appraisal district, it won't get processed, and you could easily face those nasty late penalties we just talked about. The crucial thing to remember here is that these taxes are absolutely vital. The tax office collects and disperses over $164 million every year across 22 local taxing jurisdictions. This is the money that directly funds the local schools, roads, and emergency medical and fire services that literally keep Comal County running and make it such a highly desirable place to live.
Moving right along to Section 2, preparation and what you need before you start.
Having this quick checklist ready beforehand reduces so much stress. You can easily find your unique property ID and your case-sensitive PIN printed right at the very top of your Notice of Appraised Value. You know, the one they mail out to you? You're going to use this information to search for your specific account in the online portal. And of course, make sure you've got your bank routing and account numbers handy if you plan to pay directly from your checking account. All right, here is Section 3, the step-by-step guide to paying property tax online. Following these exact steps ensures you reach this safe haven of a zero balance. First up, you'll visit the official Comal County tax portal and search for your property. When you click the option to pay online, you're going to be seamlessly redirected to a highly secure third-party payment gateway called Certified Payments. Don't panic, this is totally normal and expected. Once you're there, you'll just enter the required bureau code, input your payment details, and hit Submit. Now I want you to pay super close attention to this next piece of data. You must enter bureau code 4815691. The county uses completely different codes for different departments. If you accidentally use the bureau code for, say, the county court or the justice of the peace, your payment gets routed to the entirely wrong department. This causes massive delays, and you could wind up becoming delinquent and facing penalties while the county tries to untangle the whole mess. Always use 4815691. Here's a tip that will save you some real cash. Paying online using an electronic check, an e-check, is completely free. The fee is literally $0. But if you choose to use a credit or debit card, Certified Payments tax on a 2.15% flat rate vendor fee with a minimum charge of $1 to $2. Since the median annual tax bill in Comal County is around $5,871, that 2.15% credit card fee could cost you over $120 just to process the transaction. So do yourself a huge favor. Grab your checkbook, type in your routing and account numbers, and use the e-check option.
Let's head into Section 4, tips for smooth transaction.
Okay, you're currently in a danger zone with some very strict deadlines. Tax bills are mailed out in October, and you absolutely must have your payment completed and submitted by January 31st. Why? Because the very next day, February 1st, unpaid taxes officially become delinquent, and a 7% penalty is instantly slapped onto your account.
And remember, the tax assessor collector has literally no legal authority to waive those statutory penalties. They are automatic. Oh, and mark your calendar for May 15th. That's your standard deadline to file a protest on your property's valuation.
Beyond just making sure your browser is updated and your internet connection is stable so your payment doesn't time out, you should always save and print a PDF of your payment confirmation for your personal records. And here is an absolutely incredible tip. Take advantage of the county clerk's free property fraud alert system. Real estate scams are totally on the rise right now, and this free service will shoot you an instant text or email if any deed or lien is ever filed against your property. It's a no-brainer to protect your most valuable asset. Also, if you ever need to protest your property's appraised value because you feel it's been assessed way too high, keep in mind that you do that electronically with the appraisal district, not the tax office. You can easily do this by e-filing before May 15th at portal.comalcounty.org using that owner ID and PIN we talked about earlier. Successfully protesting can lower your assessed value, which, you guessed it, lowers your final tax bill.
And finally, Section 5, Conclusion and Next Steps. As they say, the earlier you act, the less you'll owe. Taking care of your Comal County taxes online doesn't just save you from standing in long, frustrating queues at the tax office, it genuinely secures your financial peace of mind. By paying early and utilizing free methods like the e-check, you keep your hard-earned money right where it belongs, in your pocket, not in the hands of penalty fees and attorneys. Just a quick disclaimer before we wrap up. Please always remember to verify your specific details, your account numbers, and current tax rates directly with official Comal County sources, like the CAD and the tax office. Our explainer here is purely for educational and informational purposes, designed to give you the confidence to navigate the system all by yourself. And with that, you're fully equipped to tackle your property taxes online. Drop your questions or even your own local tips in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more focused explainers on making property management simple and efficient. But let me leave you with this to chew on. Now that you know exactly how to avoid that brutal 47% penalty trap, what other hidden local tax exemptions might you be completely missing out on? Until next time, keep questioning and keep your hard-earned money where it belongs.